and welcome to Gusto News on Gusto TV. My name is, of course, remains Ife Oluwa. Well, today on the news this evening, I've got a mixture of the big guys, a couple of the young ones, from WIZKID to DAVIDO to BURNA, Tems, Mr. Easy, and Bado is not left out of the list. Of course, when it comes to streaming, Afrobeat artists, Nigerian artists are one of those artists like most streamed on different platforms. While we're rounding it up with the ladies, of course, this is one thing we see a lot of times. Fans do it, yeah. They tend to compare artists, and we always see it with the guys. But now it's moving to the ladies, and it's like, one of those top ladies to, one of the ladies that is having, quite a good time in the music industry at the moment. But before I go on, of course, I'll say thank you for the likes, be it comments, telling people about Gusto TV. Please keep doing so. And if you're new to this channel, please make sure you click on the subscribe button. That is very important. Or maybe you just breeze in and breeze out. Yeah, please just join us. Just click on that, click on the bell. Just subscribe, so you can join us here and let's have some good times together. Yeah, so starting off the news, of course, we know that when it comes to streaming, at the moment, Spotify is one of those platforms that Nigerians, yes, use so well at the moment because, of course, it's now available in the country and we can always stream our Nigerian artists, even artists, outside the country on this platform. But, like weekly, monthly, they get to come up with like a result, yes, of what the streaming during the week or the past week is, or a couple of days is, that reflect the most streamed artists, within this time and that time. And this time around, it's under the umbrella of Afrobeat. Of course, the top guys will be there. We've got BURNA there, we have DAVIDO, we have WIZKID, there's Tems, there's Mr. Easy. It's so good that, now they're not saying Nigerian artists, but they're saying Afrobeat artists. And, there's a good number of Nigerian artists on this list. And looking at them, it says most streamed Afrobeat artists on Spotify, August 14 to 15, 2021. That's about the past 2 days. It says WIZKID is at number 1 with 6.64 million streams. BURNA follow closely at 4.44 million. And Tems is right behind BURNA with 2.54 million. We've got DAVIDO 1.29. Mr. Easy, of course, is one of the most streamed on that platform. 1.6. We have Rema. Yes, Rema is on that one with 1. We have Malay. We have Olamide, Fireboy, DML. On this top 10 list, the only artist that is not in Nigeria is Fuse ODG. Yes, so that's to tell that these guys are doing so well for yourself. I mean, this is one time that I feel like if you're in Nigeria, you just need to be proud, because everything that's been said, you do not just find a WIZKID or a BURNA or DAVIDO. You find female artists as well. You find the youngest, the likes of Rema or Malay, doing so well. Olamide, yes, is there. Of course, it would be there. He's among the big guys that have been doing it over the years. And so, yes, these are the most streamed Afrobeat artists, in a couple of days now at the moment on Spotify. WIZKID is stopping that for sure, especially with what Essence is doing at the moment. Tems is no surprise, yes, she's effortlessly winning at this point in time. So yes, this is a good feeling, and to see that, yes, these people are being listened to, not just in Nigeria, but everywhere, every country of the world where Spotify as a streaming platform is made available. I kind of feel like I'm proud of them, yeah. Moving on to the last in this news, and on this note, we'll be rounding up. I mean, one of those things we see a lot of time is fans online come to compare these artists, knowing the fact that artists are different, they've done their own thing. Each and every one of them owns their records. Yes, we want to talk about DAVIDO having the most sold Afrobeat song of all time. We want to talk about BURNA, a Grammy Award winner alongside WIZKID. Yeah, WIZKID as well, first Nigerian song to debut on the Billboard Hot 100 and all of that. But with this, we see fans still come up and compare them and say, oh, this person is better than that person. This person is doing well more than this person at the moment, and all of that. Well, today there's a bit of shift from the guys, but the attention is now to the ladies. Of course, when we talk about one of the most, celebrated, hardworking Nigerian female artists, Tiwa Savage comes to mind. She's been there from way back, and she's consistently, doing things, and she's talked about her Water and Gari EP will be released this Friday. But, looking at how much she's done for herself as an artist, be it locally or internationally, we wouldn't be surprised that, you know, female artists, yes, who are just coming up in the industry, but some sort having a fast growth, would be compared to a Tiwa Savage. So this person on Twitter feels like if you guys can compare Burna Boy and WIZKID and DAVIDO in, you know, together, say, oh, Burna Boy or this person is bigger than this person. According to this person, because Burna Boy has been having a good time in the past 3 years, but for her, you know, or aim, the past 2 years has been, Davido and WIZKID has been there for like a decade now. So if you can compare them, she believes you should compare Tiwa Savage and Tems when it comes to music, especially with how much attention Tems is having around herself locally and internationally at the moment. Goes says people rated Burna Boy ahead of Davido and behind WIZKID because of what he achieved within 3 years of stardom. Then why can't we rate Tems ahead of Tiwa Savage? Because I still don't remember the last time any female Afrobeat singer have the records she has. Okay, this is, of course, one of those things we see, especially on Twitter. So yes, this person feels like if you can compare the three guys, you know, despite the fact one has just been having a very good time in the past 3 years, but the other two have been there for, you know, like more than a decade, then you should be able to come down to the ladies and compare, you know, Tems with Tiwa Savage. But there's really no need for that. But I mean, that's the conversation. That's how these people are being talked about online, and even themselves, they do not have control over it. So do you think they are right? Do you think Tiwa Savage and Tems at the moment can be compared, looking at how long she's been in the industry, or how well Tems is doing for herself at the moment? Tell me in the comment section. We'll definitely be right there to respond to some or maybe all of your comments. As well, if you're new to this channel, please do not forget to click on the subscribe button after you're done watching this video, or before or during. Just make sure you click on the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe. Bye.